that I've actually been on this YouTube channel. A lot of you guys probably are wondering, like, does this girl even still have this channel? Well, I actually still do have this channel. So if you haven't seen me in a while, it's because I have been traveling the world trying to work. So I actually went to South Africa, then I went to Kenya, then I went to Liberia, then I went to Nigeria, then I went to I went to Ghana. Anyway, so I know I haven't been on this live for a while now. So if you're wondering like what's going on, a lot is going on. Who's watching? Hey, James, watching from Philadelphia. How are you? I know I haven't been on my channel for a while because I've been traveling. I've actually been in Africa since June, and now we are about to hit November, so that's about almost 6 months. And part of my entrepreneurship journey is to work with young talents, right? So I do manage an artist who has a global hit song, Jizino, and Butter My Bread is a global hit song, and it has reached a new level. So I have been traveling to promote this project, and of course now we have a new song. So since I've been in Africa, I've gone to Nigeria. We went to push the project in Nigeria, and then after that, I went to Liberia. I've been to Liberia 3 times within the last 3 months. Anyway, so I came to Liberia. I went to Liberia first in June. I came to Ghana. I went to Nigeria. I came back to Ghana. I went to Rwanda. I came back to Ghana. I went to South Africa. Then I went to Kenya. Then I came back to Ghana. Then I went to Liberia. I'm in Ghana now again. So, like, my body is tired. Okay, let's see something. Okay, no, anyway, so I just have been traveling for the music, and with the exception of, well, other than music, I do also work with soccer talents. We have an academy here in Ghana called New Life Academy, and I take players. Let me not say I. We take players to the European leagues, and so I do that as well. In addition to music, soccer, I also manage curators, so those that create content, and that's part of my talent management that I do. Under that umbrella, those are the three things that I really focus on. So they've actually been taking up my time, but the course of my trip to Liberia, since I've been going there, I've been to Liberia 3 times within the last 3 months. I swear it's tiring. Um, I've also worked on construction. I was able to kind of really observe how Liberians take this whole election stuff. So I observed that when I was there, and they're counting the votes and all of that. So we pray for peace, and we pray that the best person wins, and so whoever wins have the country at heart. That's really our main priority. And so I worked with my construction team, and we have good news. The World Bank has actually partnered with our farm, Eggland, to help not only supply eggs in Liberia, but more so to empower women and children. So the World Bank has partnered with us, and we're excited because tomorrow we're going to be doing orientation, and then also to expand our business. So part of our expansion strategy is to have hatcheries to be able to hatch our own, birds instead of buying birds from, Holland or even the Obasanjo farm. So this will enable us to hire more people, to put more people to work. And so I'm very happy about this, that the World Bank has decided to partner with our farm. Eggland is the biggest farm in Liberia. You go up and down, it is the biggest farm in Liberia by capacity. So if your farm is able to tolerate or take 20,000 birds, which we call birds in poultry terms, chickens, then you do have the biggest farm in Liberia, and we do have the biggest farm in Liberia. There's not even the UA farm doesn't is not cannot even take that. When the World Bank and other entities are coming to Liberia to say, hey, we have poultry, we have people to train, they go to Eggland first. So we thank God for that. But anyway, so um really worked on that, and then had to meet up with my folks for the community development. And so that these are some of the things I've been doing. That's why I'm not really active on this YouTube. um thank you very much, my dear. That's nice, and congratulations. I appreciate it. It's without just work, man. It's like we have to constantly keep working, because um if you're a partner with a bigger entity, or just any partnership that you have, there are requirements and there are things that you have to check off your list. So we've been doing that. But anyway, part of the reason why I'm on this live is to just let you guys know that I'm still alive. Although I've been gone, oh Lord. Um, it's to tell you I'm alive, and also to talk about other ways that you can be impactful to the continent, and also more so Liberia. So, nurse to nurse organization, I had a video on here where I interview the people who are in charge of the organization. And I just want to tell you guys that there are different ways to make an impact in Liberia, or just on the continent, but I talk mostly for Liberia because I'm from Liberia. And the Nurse and Nurse organization, really, they're doing great. They've actually had two nurses, well, actually three nurses come from Liberia, well, to the US. I'm not in the US at the moment, but they left Liberia to the US for skill training, to kind of see how things are working. And they had their fundraising. These people are really making an impact directly, because they're empowering these nurses to be able to treat better, to be able to have competency to do their jobs. So I just want to give a shout out to the nurse and nurse people, those that are taking the time to go to Liberia to really empower our nurses at JFK, other hospitals in the country, because we sit back and complain, oh, they don't have good nurses in Liberia, and they don't have good health care. But how can we start from the ground up? And this is what these nurses are doing, taking some time, going to Liberia to really empower the nurses that are there. The nurses there, they have the heart, right, but they don't have the tools, they don't have the resources. So when you go in as a nurse, or somebody who's well credentialed, then you can help empower them, you can help teach, you can help, you can show them how to do certain things. And in that case too, you can provide the right equipment that are needed. So really, shout out to the nurse. If you want to check them out, is nurse, the number two, nurse. And you can check them out that way. Anyway, so that's the gist of this life. Mostly because I haven't been here in like several months, several months. Anyway, where are you guys watching from? Somebody's watching from Philadelphia. Somebody says that's nice and congratulations. That's referencing the poetry building and the business. So thank you very much for watching, and thanks to all of you who've been really staying with me on this channel, although I've been like very absent. Thank you for that. And yeah, just tell me let's interact. Let's not make this boring. Where are you watching from? I am currently in Ghana, Accra. Um, thanks, my darling. I'm in Accra, Ghana at the moment, and just pushing music. We have the first global artist from Liberia, just, and we are really pushing to make sure that we stay on top. Being consistent is really hard in this game. Being consistent in life, period, it's so hard. Being consistent in friendship, intimate relationships, business, like just everything, right? Right? Being consistent is tough. It's tough. It's tough. So that's really what we're pushing. Anyway, check out my channel. I talk about different things on this channel. I talk about travel. I talk about business. I talk about um, lifestyle because I really like to keep my health intact. So I also talk about that too, very rarely. Hello, my dear. Where are you watching from? Where are you guys watching from? I'm currently in Ghana, Accra, Ghana at the moment. I came back from South Africa a week ago. Oh, let me tell you guys about South Africa. I have a video coming up. Oh my God. I thought about this very for a second. I was like, I'm gonna move to South Africa. As always, when I go to a place where I believe is I feel the vibe and the energy is great, people are cool. I'm like, I'm gonna move there. I just say that all the time. South Africa. So, South Africa, the country, okay? The country. I was really impressed. I have a video that's coming up about like my whole take on South Africa. First of all, I love structure. Okay? I love structure. And when I went to South Africa, I was really, 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 I was really fascinated by the way these people are so organized. Okay, from the airport to my vehicle. Okay, they. I'm actually really speechless at this moment, but you get to the airport and you can see how organized these people are. They from where you go to immigration to then exiting outside of the airport to when you're driving and going to where you're supposed to go, the people are just extremely organized. And then the other aspect of South Africa is the infrastructure. Infrastructure is so important to allow movement, to allow businesses to flow and all these things. I mean, South Africa, really? I mean, especially where we were, Joburg, and it's not even Cape Town. So imagine Joburg having great infrastructure. Now think about Cape Town. It's going to be times four. Okay. So they have great infrastructure, not just roads, but like when you think about like the banking system, my goodness, the people are well organized. You don't have to be in line for 10 hours waiting for your own money. ATM actually can give you your money. I mean, like, I'm just I didn't even I didn't think I was in Africa, to be honest with you. And because I've been to so many African countries within the last 3 months, and I'm like, am I really in Africa or am I still in the US, right? But I was in South Africa. Easy things like Uber, okay? Uber, okay. So one thing about Uber in Ghana here, right? Every time you want to go someplace in Ghana here with an Uber, they will ask you, where are you going? That's the first nonsense question that they ask. Where are you going? It's like, dude, please just pick me up and take me where I'm going. Like, don't ask where I'm going, okay? In South Africa, nobody asks you that kind of crap. Like, pick you up, and the cars are they're new, well polished. My goodness. Okay, that's one of the other thing. God, South Africa, I'm moving there, you guys. Mark it right now. I'm moving there for 3 months. 3 months. South Africa. The other aspect of South Africa that I really like is that because, like I said, I'm doing talent management and I work with the artists. Their media house is well structured, well secure. Okay, well structured and well secure. It makes so much sense. And the other aspect I really like about these people, okay, they abide by policies. When you go to South Africa, let me tell you one thing. I saw this and I was shocked. If you overstay 1 day in South Africa, they will ban you for 1 year. Okay? It's in my video. It's coming up. If you dare overstay your time in South Africa for 1 day, you are banned for 1 year. If you stay over 30 days in South Africa, you are banned for 5 years. And you can go and call Barack Obama, you are still banned. Do you get me? So that just means that these people are just really, really serious. And it shows. The other aspect is sustainability, right? So people put a system in place, and sometimes you can have the system, but people are really not going to abide by the system. So these are the people over there, like, will tell you, like, if A is A, they would tell you A is A. There's no way you can ban any crap. Okay, you cannot bend the rule just for your own self. The the gate guy will actually tell you if you need to open the gate with your own clicker. The guy will sit right there, okay, and he know he has a clicker, but you don't have yours. But because he knows that you're supposed to open your own gate, he will sit there and watch you and tell you, "Oh, ma'am, go and get your clicker." And you like, "Oh, I left it." He's like, "Yeah, well, go get it." That is the policy. Man, South Africa, I was shocked. Very, very shocked. And I'm moving there for 3 months. You guys. If you ever have the opportunity to go and visit South Africa and then go back to your country, if you're from Africa, because go to South Africa. Go to South Africa, you will understand what it means to have a system in place in Africa. You will understand what it means to abide by rules and regulations and policies and just be a critical thinker when you go to South Africa. I know you guys, there's so much propaganda, this place is not safe. I mean, where on earth they don't have propaganda? They have propaganda everywhere. But to be quite honest with you, man, I was very impressed. I was very impressed by the citizens, and I was very impressed by people's mannerism. I was just really impressed. Like, I really didn't feel like, I felt like I was somewhere in Los Angeles for some reason. The only thing I really don't like about South Africa is the food. Terrible. For someone like me who really love food, South Africa, the food. Okay, actually, let me take that back. So when it comes to African food, I don't like what they have. Okay, but since I eat a lot of greens when I'm in the States and all that, it's good for, it's cool. But if you're going to South Africa thinking, oh my God, I eat fried rice or I eat Liberian food, I'm gonna find it there. You lie to yourself. You're gonna find it, but it's gonna be like in the ghetto where I wasn't trying to go. Okay. So you just have to adapt to how they eat, like the kind of food they eat. They eat a lot of the food doesn't have a lot of spice on it. So it's not like, oh my God, so spicy, so tasty all the time. You're just eating because you need to eat. It's good for you to eat. Those type of things. South Africa. My life, that's when a lot of people start to go. What else did I like about South Africa? The money. Let's talk about the rand. Rand. Okay, so $1 is 19.1. But that's at this moment, that's what it is. So, I mean, to me, it was a little bit more affordable, right? Another thing I like about South Africa. Sorry, I needed to say this. So, as I was driving around looking at very nice homes and apartments, I wanted to obviously, again, take a look at properties because I do real estate. I'm into real estate investments. Okay, I invest in real estates in Ghana, in Liberia, in Rwanda. So I was like, maybe I should really, study this area to add to my portfolio. Then I go and ask for an apartment in the place called Sinton, okay? And they're telling me that 1 bedroom apartment, luxury apartment, okay? Let me tell you, this like wow me. I was like, whoa, I need to come back here. $46,000 for one bedroom apartment for you to buy. I was like, oh. And I just bought a place in Ghana that's like three times more than that. Do you get me? So I'm thinking to myself, I need to come back to Johannesburg. The apartment was $46,000 in a good area. And I'm not talking about lease though, I'm talking about to buy. So you better believe I am going back there to buy it. Okay. The other thing is in South Africa, you can have a luxury place. Okay. Luxury. When I'm talking about luxury, I'm talking about luxury, you guys. To get a nice apartment in South Africa, okay? It's not gonna cost like a nice, when I mean nice, $650. Can you believe that? So if I tell you I'm going to move to South Africa for 3 months, it's chump change. I go live there for 3 months. I was shocked. Very shocked. And you know, these like the areas I'm talking about, if you look up Rosebank and Senton, you'll be like, wow, why? It is so affordable, people. I was shocked. I was like, man, LA, my freaking rent is like 1,800 plus. And in South Africa, I could get this place for 3 months for 1 month rent in LA. Oh my God. It's like I was like driving like a kid in the candy store when I saw those apartments. And then I started to make more inquiries because I'm going to be buying a place. And then some of my colleagues in South Africa was like, well, when you come back, we'll take you to Cape Town. Cape Town is where, you can do long term, you can do short term, and you still get your investment right away. The other thing, though, about South Africa when it comes to real estate that shocked me because my wheels were like spinning. Okay, if I buy this property, I can hire hold on, property management company, and then they would take 10 to 15%, and then the rest is obviously mine. But then I started to talk to some of my colleagues who actually lived there, and they were telling me that in South Africa, you cannot evict a person. Do you understand? So I'm thinking to myself, how is it really going to impact me? It's going to impact me a lot. So, for example, if I decide to do a long term rental, I cannot evict a client who says, I don't have money. A tenant who says, I don't have money this month. It's the people's policy. So my good old colleagues are like, Emma, go to Cape Town. That shit don't fly in Cape Town like that. Okay? So the next thing I'm going to do is to do short term, but I'll be buying property in South Africa because I cannot let that slide. Like serious, I can't. But in order for me to do that, I want to study the market a little bit better before I can actually invest in South Africa. But it from what I saw, I saw when I was there, honestly, is a good opportunity to sign a Donald Trump. So anyway, that's South Africa. What else? What else was good? Oh, God, there's so many good things. I swear to God that. Anyway, when you do have time, just visit South Africa. Okay, I'm advocating for the continent. Visit South Africa. I also went to Rwanda. Rwanda is nice. I think I have like a couple of videos. The only thing I didn't like about Rwanda is the food. So I'm starting to understand a pattern. West Africa, the food is good. East Africa, South Africa has better infrastructure. That's part of my. I mean, obviously, the food is not the only thing that's good about West Africa, duh. But comparing those places, West Africa and East South Africa, West Africa, we play too much. Do you understand? We want to be known for entertainment, but people in East Africa is like technology driven, like development driven, like very different mentality, man. Very different mentality. So in that case, I'm gonna be buying more properties in East and South Africa. We move. What else? What else did I really like about South Africa? I mean, honestly, if I took my vehicle there, I would be just fine. I don't think it would spoil like fast. My poor little car be dying like, bro. I swear to God. Anywho, but that comes with the infrastructural aspect of things. So, what else about South Africa that I liked? Yeah, the fact that I could run everywhere. You know, I mean, in my community, that I could run or is safe. That area, Rosebank, like I said, Rosebank and Sandton are very safe areas. Um, mm, what else? Okay, let's move to Kenya. South Africa is on my top list. If I ever wanted to relocate to Africa, I mean, Liberia is my first, obviously, because it's where I'm from. But then South Africa and Botswana, those are the two countries I'm thinking. Like, if I would live somewhere, that's where I would live, Botswana or South Africa. So now let's go to Kenya. One thing I like about Kenya was the food. You guys, I think it's a pattern. I just love food, 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 food. So South Africa, Kenya, Nairobi. I was there, and the first thing I asked for was like the street meat. Okay, think about it, man. So much meat over there. So they have this like open area where like different vendors like just like roast meat, like meat. You can go and just I want that meat, I want that meat, meat, and just order your meat. Shillings, man. Kenya shillings, man. Very, very cheap. Very cheap. So got a whole plastic bag of meat, which I obviously did not finish, but it was good. My first impression about Kenya, I compare it to South Africa. I know I'm very spoiled. I'm a spoiled brat. Hold on, yeah, my phone about to die, you guys. Um, so Kenya, the thing about Kenya is the people of Kenya are actually really nice. Because my best friend of hey shit, how long I've known Winnie and my people. Winnie, if you're watching this live, help me help a homegirl out. So my really good friend Winnie, she is from Kenya, and I've known her since 2005. So that's about almost 18 years. I don't think I know my math well. 18 years. Okay, you guys. So she's very calm. Out of two of us, I'm more dramatic, and she's very calm. Then I went to Kenya, and I realized that's just how Kenyan people are. Very, very calm, very nice people. And that was my first impression. I was like, man, do these people get angry? Like, I mean, come on. But me having Winnie around, knowing Winnie for such a long time, I know her personality, and I was like, wow, this is just across this whole Kenyan culture. Very nice, calm. So anyway, that was my initial, interaction, my reaction to people from Kenya. Then we started to drive around, and then I started to see some similarities with uh, between Kenya and a lot of West African countries, and I'm just like, this is so different from South Africa. Sorry. One of the things that really stood out to me when it comes to like comparing West African countries to Kenya is it's okay. I want to be nice. Anywho, I think corruption just runs rampant in Africa, period. I think that um, it's very evident in how things are constructed, in how things are like things are left halfway, and you know the standard isn't too visible. So that's all I can say. But anywho, they're trying. They're trying as far as development is concerned. Um, it's okay. The people of Kenya are smart people, but there's more to be done in Kenya. I think I'm just biased, man, because South Africa really exceeded my expectation. That's why I'm so biased towards other countries. Okay. And then my impression about Nigeria, and I'm just talking about all the places that I've gone to within the last 3 months. Nigeria. Oh, Nigeria. Like I said, corruption run rampant. Anyway, you guys, I'm falling asleep. And I just wanted to update all of you that I'm still alive. I just been very busy with travels and working and just, spreading my wings, flying and doing everything else that I need to do in this life. So thanks for watching, and I will definitely talk to all of you guys soon. I have a lot of videos coming up though. So I have a lot of videos coming up about Liberia since I was there 3 times within the last 3 months. And I have a video coming up about South Africa. I won't talk about Kenya as much because I really don't want to be biased. And updates on the developments and things that I've been doing in Liberia. I know you guys are like, man, where is she? What's going on? Other updates. So I plan to do just that. What else? I don't think there's anything else unless you guys have any question to ask. You guys have any question to ask? If not, oh, hello, CJ Johnson. How are you, my darling? I know I've been gone off this YouTube for a while now. Where the weed at? I wish I had weed. No, I don't smoke weed. Okay, don't get this twisted. I don't smoke. I don't smoke. There's no weed. But I heard they have some good weed in Jamaica though. You can go get it from there. All right, you guys. Okay, let's see. Somebody said something. Okay, what you said about East Africans is true. My roommate in college is tech savvy and put all his money in tech. He introduced me to digital photography as well, so I can relate. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's just a whole different mentality, to be quite honest with you. These people are like innovative, looking to see how best they can improve on standards and how best they can improve on crafts, how best they can improve on just technological aspect like fintech. That's all. West Africa, we think, oh my god, how well we can have the best footballers, and it's not bad, but I just also think that it's more than that. It should be more than that. It should be more than entertainment. It should be more than who has the best jollof rice. It really should be more than that. It should also be about who can build the best car, who can build the best engine, who can do this and that. That's really what I notice. And I'm sure there's so much more to see. But by miles, South Africa by miles, miles, miles. And I think that somebody recently said, West Africa, there we are behind God's back. Okay, East Africa, South Africa, they're in front of God, and that is actually true. Sorry to say, but it's true. Even in this Ghana I'm in right now, I went to South Africa and I was just comparing. Like, are you kidding me? Like, even media houses in Ghana here, you can just walk in without security. You dare don't try that in South Africa. You are going to be brought back outside to show your passport, to make sure your bag is checked here. Emma has gone to TV3 in Ghana here, and I was just walking, no security. Yeah, very very prone to pleasure. We love pleasure. We love parties. We love calling our friends and, oh my god, let's go party. But over there is like, hey man, have you heard of this new app? Oh man, let's develop something. Let's develop a website. Let's develop a program. Let's develop something. Okay, that's the people mentality anyway. which I really love. But yeah, I'm gonna be moving to South Africa. I really loved it there, you guys. So that's the thing. But then I noticed that everything should have a foundation. If you have a foundation and people looking to sustain, then you flourish. But if you put a foundation in place and nobody's willing to maintain nor sustain, you are just gonna keep coming back to just that foundation, and it's just gonna be stagnant. And that is it. In as much as I love South Africa, I believe that other African countries can mimic that. And we talk about Rwanda all the time. Well, yeah, I mean it's a structure thing, it's a system thing, and it didn't grow overnight. Citizens in these areas are making conscious effort to upkeep. They're making effort to sustain. They're making effort to make progress. So yes, if East South Africa can do that, East Africa, South Africa can do that. Why not? We in West Africa, we can do the same thing. So yeah. I've been on this life for far too long, you guys. Anything else to add? I mean, you guys are interactive, so does it seem like let's see. Yeah, we love the party, my dear. Yes, we do. We surely do like the party. Hello, you're watching for Indianapolis. Hello, my beautiful Malon, Joshua's cousin. The woman says she's not Joshua cousin. Oh, my people, you don't associate the woman with Joshua. The woman is not Joshua cousin. Although her name is Malon, we are. Anyway, thanks for watching. I am here in Ghana. I will be heading back to the States soon. And even the whole state I'm heading to, I'll be going there just to renew my driver license. Once I renew my driver license, I'll be flying back to Dubai for a show. Then I'll be flying to Kenya. I think I live on the plane now. I need to pay my rent on the plane. Anywho, um, yeah. So I think that's all I have to. I don't have much to talk about actually, other than my love for South Africa so far and how serious the people are in that country. Um, yeah. So when you have a moment, travel. Just travel. You'll see. You'll see what I'm talking about. I don't have anything else to say, so if you guys are watching, you, if you have anything else that you want me to talk about, you can say it. Okay. All right. Bye bye, you guys. Take care. I don't have anything else. Oh. Mawia is from Grand Bassa. Okay. I'm on it well. Okay, ma'am. So yeah, Wia is not from. I told you, Josh. Wia is not from Grand Crew County. He was adopted by Crew people. Okay. Anyway, Josh Wia is not a Crew man. You see, a lot of Crew people are very smart. Sorry, I'm not trying to be political on my channel, by the way. So, anyway, anywho, uh, okay, you're not moving there. I'm moving to South Africa for 3 months. Only 3 months. That is my plan. I've been in Africa for like since June, and honestly, I have no bone in my body that wants to go to America. I know it's very shocking. No bone in my body like, oh, I really have to go to the US. Oh my God, I miss the US so much. Every time I look at my plane ticket, I'm like, oh, I'm about to go back to the States. You see how sad that is? It's so sad. I had this just a sense of freedom and a sense of relief when you're in Africa, to be quite honest. And the fact that I'm going to America just it bothers me a little bit. But I have to go renew my license because my license expired, and of course my vehicle just been sitting over there. And I need to do a little bit of an update. Okay, I think we need to reimagine secondary education in Liberia. We need to. Okay, guys, I have to get up to life now. I will be right there. I'm on my live.